Oh, hi. Come on in. Welcome to my office. I'm Lee Olson, your next senator from the late great state of California. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. I'm here to tell you about some exciting California initiative constitutional amendments. 3 of them to be exact. The fact that they're exciting is evidenced by the enthusiastic thumbs up of the excited seniors pictured above and to your right. Not only are they excited, they're ready to go full blast to get these initiatives on the ballot, and they encourage you to do the same. So what could possibly be motivating them to such a high level of enthusiasm? Could it be they know what you don't know yet? Could it be they know that these initiatives will save Californians tens of billions of dollars per year? That's not thousands, it's not millions, it's not billions, it's tens of billions. Could it be that they know that these initiatives will save them, the senior types, on the order of $3,000 per year, and save the remainder of California adults on the order of $1,000 to $1,500 per year? Are you getting excited yet? Okay, I thought so. Now before we get started, how do you like my office? You know, I could just sit here all day taking in the sights and the sounds of my office environment. Here, let me give you a taste of the delightful, relaxing sounds. Isn't that great? Okay, well, let's get to the subject at hand. I mentioned that I wanted to talk to you about 3 exciting California initiative constitutional amendments. They are the California Freedom from Slavery Act. And you may wonder, freedom from slavery? We're slaves? We're in America. We're the freest country in the world. We're the freest people. Well, no, we're slaves. I'm going to show you that. So the first initiative is the California Freedom from Slavery Act. The second one is the California Education Tax Relief Act. That may make more sense to you, but you might be saying, well, there's an education tax? Yeah, there is. So the second one provides relief from that. It's the California Education Tax Relief Act. And then the third one is a complement to the second one. It's the California Parental Protection Act of 2010. Okay, the first initiative, the California Freedom from Slavery Act, will provide freedom from slavery for California residents age 55 and above. And it does this by eliminating state income and property taxes. Doesn't do anything about sales taxes, because that's a voluntary choice. But it eliminates these involuntary taxes. It eliminates state income and property taxes for all California residents age 55 and older. Now, isn't that a winner? Oh yeah. No wonder these seniors are so excited. You know, in fact, everyone, no matter what age, has said, I'll vote for that. So all we need to do is get this measure on the ballot, and freedom from slavery will become the law of the land, at least the land of California. Now, the legislative analyst and the director of finance estimates savings of 20 to 25 billion per year. That's not my estimate, that's the state. They're saying it's going to save 20 to 25 billion. When I say tens of billions, I'm not making this up. This is from the state officials. So that's 20 to 25 billion per year for the age 55 and above. So California's 7 million plus residents age 55 and older could save on the order of $3,000 per year on average. Now, the second initiative, the California Education Tax Relief Act, will end coercive funding of government schools. And it does this by prohibiting public funding of government schools through taxes. Once again, taxes are coercive. You have no choice. And this initiative will eliminate coercive public funding of government schools through taxes. It's not intended to shut down the government schools, and it won't shut them down. It just merely eliminates coercive funding of them. Now, the legislative analyst and the director of finance wouldn't release estimates of savings provided by this initiative. they kind of just threw up their hands and said, hey, this about eliminates all funding of government schools. so they wouldn't put out an estimate. So I did some calculations, and these are not audited by anybody. It's just, I looked at the data that's available. I'm a rocket scientist. Data is my kind of like my specialty. And I calculated conservatively savings to California taxpayers on the order of $40 billion per year. So that's even more savings than the California Freedom from Slavery Act will provide. So what that means is that the remainder of California's 18 million residents between the ages of 20 and 54 could save on the order of $1,000 to $1,500 each per year. Now the third initiative, which complements the second initiative, will prevent the state from usurping the rights of parents to control the education of their children. And it does this by giving parents or legal guardians the sole authority and responsibility for establishing the educational curriculum of their child or their ward. If you have any awareness of the political shenanigans that went on in California this year, you'll readily recognize that these initiative constitutional amendments are both timely and relevant to redress tax and education injustices perpetrated during the 2009 California legislative session, when the legislative majority ran roughshod over the vociferously expressed will of the majority of California residents. So now the exciting thrust of these initiatives is that we, collectively, now have the means and perhaps a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to send these arrogant, condescending legislators a resounding reprimand. That's why, in addition to the tax relief and parental protection, these initiative constitutional amendments constitute the ultimate Tea Party. They aren't just ignorable street demonstrations, nor are they just ineffectual talk show venting. They will produce significant, momentous, tangible results. They go where the rubber meets the road. I can see some of you are champing at the bit. You're raring to go like these thumbs-up senior citizens. You're wondering, what should I do? Well, I'm glad you asked. So click on Part 2 video, and I will answer your question.